there's another fundamental thing, and that's getting to know our mission or our purpose. Like, if your focus every day at work is to live your organization's mission, it's understandable that you can get away from being tuned into what your own mission is. I was so focused on my organization's mission that I never fully identified what my own mission or purpose was. Through my journey, I've gotten clear that my company's purpose is not my purpose. I am not my company. It means that there is space within my company for my purpose too.
Our newer generation of engineers and planners and project managers that are now engaging in these conversations that before this recovery period weren't necessarily always part of that conversation, because it's more, I believe that something in networking gets lost when it's not face-to-face, and so we want to make sure that we're maximizing these conversations through our teams and basically leveraging their talent and getting them in direct connection just for clarity in these types of conversations.
I also think that losing is an opportunity for self-reflection. You know, what could I do differently next time? What could I do more of? What could I do better? How can I refocus my efforts to take this as that learning opportunity and grow personally and professionally from it?
In my journey and just the changes in networking that have taken place, I never would have thought that I would have brought project engineers or technicians in on some of the conversation. What I also found is that some of them are really good at, they don't always get the opportunity to have that conversation and network, because when you're behind a computer all day or you're being a busy bee, sometimes there's just not a need to engage in that network internally. And having them in these meetings as of late has been like, wow, it's a huge opportunity for them.
What got you into the parking industry and what keeps you here?
Yeah, I think for me, I had been working with the airport for 10 years. We had an opportunity that came up to make some transition and change. And there were leaders and executives that believed in me and recognized my potential. And through that opportunity, I was able to transition into the parking area and have been on that side of the business for 7.5 years.
And when you have a rapid response to market change, how you present yourself and how you deliver your message is key. As upset or as anxiety-ridden as you are, your customer is probably double that. The first thing in any panic situation is just to step away from it and assess the situation. Mine was a very specific time frame where all I did all day long was deliver bad news. I tried very hard to compartmentalize it and not take it personally. When you're delivering bad news or changes that make somebody unhappy, they take it out on you, and you have to learn to not take it personally.
Regardless of whether we're in a massive global pandemic, like we are right now, or whether you're in a more localized crisis, either with a person or a team or within your organization or your community, we have to deploy our strategies, our self-care strategies that we know we need to restore balance and to create space to be aware, to reflect, to evaluate, and to adjust.
To understand that a diverse workforce really contributes to unique perspectives, talent, and economic impact.
We all have our little blinders on and we're like, I just have to get this done, I have to do this, and this is the way I do it. And bringing in somebody who is completely the opposite of you, our officers, they're bringing in a completely different aspect. We don't have any of the same, mindsets because they're roaming around. They bring a completely different perspective. And it has been kind of eye-opening to see, okay, so there is a better way of doing this. This is working, this is not working, and kind of building up a new way of doing things.
I believe that when we take care of ourselves, and that's beyond diet and exercise, I'm talking about setting boundaries, and I'm talking about speaking up for ourselves and finding our voices and asking for what we need. Anyway, we will improve our healthcare system, and we'll eventually, hopefully, move from sick care to healthcare, and we all win.
Women in Parking Impact Award honors the women who are leading our industry, mentoring success, and promoting diversity. The 2 finalists this year are Julie Dixon, President of Dixon Resources Unlimited, and Jennifer G., Senior Vice President of People and Culture for Easy Park. And the winner of the Women in Parking Impact Award for 2020 is Andy Campbell, Senior Vice President of People and Culture for Laz Parking.
This thing is like an Oscar, so it's really been just amazing. Thank you. This is absolutely an honor.
My sincere appreciation goes to the Women in Parking for their dedication to fostering the advancement and achievement of women with networking, leadership, and mentorship opportunities. Thank you so much.
This is a pretty fancy award. If anybody didn't get to see it close up, so appreciate everything that the NPA and Women in Parking have been doing to promote, obviously, women leaders, and I'm humbled to be among such a esteemed group of people, so thank you for the honor.